Ready for a little tough love? Let's face it, ladies of a certain age, some style choices are adding years we didn't sign up for. So let's fix that, starting with 7 fashion mistakes that are aging you and chic swaps that will have you looking fabulous, fresh, and age-defiant. Okay. I know we've heard it all before. Once we hit a certain age and we've heard what not to wear and what not to do and all of that. And honestly, this video isn't about that because at the end of the day, I love my age. I am 66. I'm proud of it. And if some people want to think I look old, that's totally fine with me. But I also don't want to look stale. I don't want to look stodgy. I don't want to look frumpy. So today we're going to shift the narrative. And as I said, we're going to share 7 common style mistakes that can age us and little chics that we can do to look modern, fresh, and relevant. And honestly, that's a tagline of this channel. Because I know one thing, when we are completely pulled together, we step out the door in confidence, and that's what it's all about. And we all know what they say, age is just a number. But style, that's a statement. And let's face it, some outfit choices can unintentionally age us. So whether that's a dated silhouette or maybe it's an overly safe color palette, and yes, that's the neutrals. And I love the neutrals, but sometimes that just puts us in the safe zone and we don't want that. So the good news is that a few thoughtful tweaks can make all the difference in the world. And also, this isn't about following every trend, although I do advise that we take a look at them and we add 1 or 2 every season. But today's video is just all about staying true to ourselves and keeping our wardrobe modern and flattering and, as I said, full of confidence. So let's dive right in. And yes, ladies, if you are new to the channel, I'm Beth Djalali, and welcome to Style at a Certain Age. And this is a channel where we talk about fashion, lifestyle, and aging with grace, strength, and beauty. And we know once we hit a certain age that life and style only gets better. And let's start with the first style mistake that ages us, and that is wearing dated silhouettes. Because some of us might be clinging to cuts from a decade ago, even 2 decades ago, and guilty as charged. We've all done it, we've been there, but silhouettes evolve, and hanging on to the same skinny jean or boxy top can quietly date your look. So let's try this instead. Reach for wide leg trousers, crop barrel jeans. Yep, they're definitely having a moment this year. They've been around for a few years. I love them, but the right pair, I'm telling you, you will love them. Or it could even be an oversized linen blazer. These pieces add structure without sacrificing comfort, and they feel so fresh. I mean, I love a relaxed blazer, especially when the temps warm up, and they typically have a softer structure. They also have minimal padding and a slightly looser fit, giving it an effortlessly polished yet unfussy vibe. And also some of the features might be unlined or partially lined, which again, I think is perfect for this time of year, spring and summer. And when they have that construction, it's for a lighter weight. So it's not for your wool. It's not for that really structured blazer. And we all love those and have those. But in the summertime, we truly do want to go for a looser fit. And some of the blazers might even have drop shoulders or minimal shoulder padding. And again, lighter fabrics for this time of year. Think linen, cotton twill, even jersey knit. And longer or boxier cuts offer ease of movement. And you might think about slouchy or relaxed button downs because they are perfect for summer. I think they're honestly a summer essential. They're breezy, they're chic, and endlessly versatile. And again, you want to look for details like drop shoulders. The oversized fits are perfect because then they fit seamlessly over a tank. They're your third layer when the temps are Arctic in a restaurant. You could also be thinking gauzy fabrics. So here are a few of my favorites. Of course, I'm going to talk about Frank and Eileen because this brand truly has that relaxed, lived-in look, totally nailed. And I love their button-ups or button-downs. And honestly, they are a cult favorite for a reason, because they're intentionally oversized with soft cotton or linen that gets better with wear. And I love their relaxed tailoring because it's also perfect for warmer temps. So this summer, I'm swapping stiff silhouettes for easy elegance with soft, structured staples. And for pants, there are 2 that I'm loving this season. And my first up is from Banana Republic, and these are the everyday pants, and they're pull-on pants. And I think they have a beautiful fit. They're very modern with the wide leg, and since it is a neutral color, it goes with everything. Or if you want a little pattern, here's J. Crew's striped wide leg essential pant. And honestly, both pants are polished meets breathable, and it's proof that you can look put together without sacrificing comfort. Next, we're going to take a look at playing it too safe with neutrals. And yes, I just mentioned this, but neutrals are the backbone of our wardrobe, but we can just tend to really get kind of stuck with beiges and blacks and navies, and they can feel like a security blanket, but too much can wash us out, especially in spring and summer. And honestly, who says pastels are just for spring? Because we're headed right into summer. And I think they're perfect for summer too. So in 2025, we're seeing sorbet shades everywhere. And I love the softer hues. The lavenders, butter yellows, mints, and baby blue. I'm currently obsessed with a pair of pink jeans. Are you surprised? Yep. Pink is definitely my signature color after all. And colorful denim is making a statement this summer. And how cute are these good American pink jeans? They're proof that bold can still be polished. With their flattering fit and pop of color, they're the perfect way to add a playful twist to your everyday classics. Pair it with an eyelet blouse or a striped tee for that effortlessly cool vibe. And speaking of effortlessly chic, this season I'm gravitating towards softer, sorbet-inspired shades, like this dreamy mint set from Banana Republic. I love the lightweight linen sweater paired with matching wide leg pants, or they even have shorts, so you can have two outfits for the price of one practically. And what I love about this ensemble is that it's equal parts breezy and refined. It's a monochromatic look that feels fresh, pulled together, and perfect from everything from brunch to beachside dinners. It's chic, it's feminine, and it's anything but boring. And the next style mistake we can definitely make, and it can be a challenge to find the perfect pair of denim, but we don't want to avoid denim, or we want to avoid wearing the wrong kind. And yes, denim is tricky. Outdated styles or giving up on jeans altogether can take the edge off your outfit. Now, barrel jeans, as I said in the opener, they're having a major moment this year. And if you've been loyal to straight leg denim, this might feel like a leap. But trust me, they're surprisingly flattering, especially with a tucked tee and sleek loafer or kitten heel or even a flat sandal. And my favorite pair of barrel leg jeans are Madewell because they have really nailed this trend with their modern sculptural silhouette. And the curved leg adds interest without sacrificing comfort. This summer, I decided to pair them with a fitted tank. Or, you could just get a short sleeve tee or, whatever floats your boat. You can tuck it in because when we tuck in our top, it really balances the volume. And as I said, you could go with a sleek sandal, kitten heel. You could even go with a sneaker. Any of that footwear will keep the look grounded and easygoing. Or if you really are averse to barrel leg jeans, why don't you try a Goldie's straight leg jeans that I'm loving right now? You can pair it with a slouchy button down and you're golden. The next style mistake that we can make is being overly matchy-matchy. And I just really harken this back to my mom, when absolutely everything had to match. I mean, it's practically your lip color had to match, your hat had to match, your handbag had to match your shoes. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but it was very, very matchy-matchy. And don't get me wrong, I love a matching set. And coordination is absolutely fine. But being too matchy-matchy can feel flat sometimes. So instead, mix textures and shapes. So I love this sheer lace trim blouse. It's from J. Crew. And then I paired it with a very fun, it's just a simple skirt with a pull-on elastic waist, but it's chiffon and it also has sequins. So it really does add that little extra something. And when I paired it together, I just really thought it was a hit. So what this outfit shows is that you can play with contrast, you can keep it soft, yet structured, and then you can alternate between matte and shine. It's kind of like the yin and yang of fashion, because when you add this element to your outfit, it keeps it interesting and intentional. And the next fashion mistake that we can make all too often, ladies of a certain age, and that is we will skip accessories altogether. And you know me, if you've tuned into this channel, I talk about accessories all the time. And we just don't want them to be an afterthought. We really want them to be an intentional choice. rather than, being a chore. And I'm telling you, skipping them completely can leave your outfit looking unfinished. And I get it. Some days adding jewelry or a belt feels like just one more thing. But here's the truth. Skipping accessories can leave your outfit feeling, as I said, unfinished, even if everything else is on point. And one tip that I always share is that really accessories, they don't really have to break the bank. You can just get some beautiful, very inexpensive jewelry, and especially in the spring and summer, it could be just really a fun pair of earrings, and it just completely changes the outfit. And accessories are more than just the icing on the cake. They're the personality of your outfit. They tell a story. A simple tee and jeans instantly look intentional with the right pieces layered in. And recently I was kind of binge watching Friends. I hadn't watched that in like years and years, and I actually love to go over there. They had the best stylist for all 3 female characters. But Monica was just wearing a very simple, I think she just had like a crew neck sweater on, but she just had the cutest little scarf, just a little bandana tied around her neck, and I'm telling you, it just made the whole outfit just pop. And most days, you'll see me in my Lagos jewelry. I mean, it's just my go-to brand and has been for years. It's just part of my daily uniform. And why I love Lagos is because their pieces are timeless but modern. And they add just the right amount of shine without overpowering my look. So whether it's a pair of my signature two-tone hoops, or it could be a link bracelet or a pendant necklace, these staples elevate even the most casual outfit. But as I said, simply adding a silk scarf like Monica had in that episode of Friends, or maybe it's a bold pair of sunglasses or a standout belt. Any one of these items will elevate your outfit. And that's why I always talk about accessories, ladies, because never, ever underestimate the power of accessories. It's the polish that completes the look. And the reason I drive this style tip home every chance I get. The next style mistake we make is choosing comfort over style at the expense of both. Listen, ladies, I get it. Comfort is key. It really is. And especially, I'm becoming a BB, and I know that I'm going to be wanting a little bit more of a casual vibe. But I also remember when I was a young mom and I always looked pulled together. This didn't just happen when I hit a certain age. I've always been very thoughtful about what I wear. But I was very comfortable back then as a young mom, and I will be very comfortable as a BB. We don't want to sacrifice comfort over style, and we also don't want to sacrifice shape and structure. Honestly, at this stage of the game, we deserve to feel comfortable and stylish. And I promise you the two can go hand in hand. So whether I'm running errands or I'm heading to a dermatologist appointment, athleisure is still a favorite. But in 2025, we're seeing more polish, and I love that. So, and I've shared sets from Varley. I also love this Aspen set from Frank and Eileen because they look intentional. Not like you forgot to change from coming from the gym. But I also love how Spanx keeps evolving with comfort and style. Even an easy weekend outfit like the Varley Cali sheer knit top with Atrium high-waist shorts can go from simple to standout with the right finishing touches. I love the open knit texture because it adds interest, and the shorts have structure, but yet they are so comfortable. They have definitely nailed comfort and style. But another favorite look this season, and that's Frank and Eileen's pull-on denim. I love these. They're so comfortable. And then you can just pair it with their Monterey sweater. It's soft, it's slouchy, and effortlessly chic. Perfect for transitional weather or those throw on and go days when you all want to feel pulled together. And as I said, I absolutely love Spanx, and they have 2 items that, well, actually I have more than 2, but I'm going to talk about this dress. It's a little striped dress, and I think this is just perfect for running errands, or you can even travel in it. Or if you are feeling adventurous, I love jumpsuits. I know many of us, I can hear the hue and cry already of the complications of wearing a jumpsuit. But if you can get beyond that and build in a little bit more time when you head to the powder room, I think jumpsuits look just so chic and just very pulled together. So I love this black one from Spanx. And the next style tip that we really want to take a look at, and that is letting our hair or makeup age us, and they do, especially if we are stuck in a time warp. Because let's be honest, our hair and makeup need to evolve, just like our wardrobe. And sometimes I think we're as I said, we're really stuck in a time warp. So I'm telling you, if you have the same look that you've worn since 2002, it might not be serving you anymore. So let's not even go back to 1992 or 1982, because then you're really dating yourself. And a simple bob goes through changes every single year. So just be thoughtful about, what is trending this year, or even, like short hair. I have to be very, very careful. I mean, short hair can instantly date us if I don't have a great stylist and a great haircut. So what I want us to be thinking about is it's probably easier to tweak your makeup than your hair. And sometimes you might be on the hunt for a stylist, and not all stylists are amazing. I mean, they're just not. I mean, I've gone through a couple of stylists that have not given me the best haircuts. But the good thing is hair grows and you can go on to the next one. So that's what I'm saying. It's perhaps easier just to be taking a look at your makeup. So this year, you want to be taking a look at creamy blushes, definitely hydrating lipsticks. You can be thinking of a fresh pink or a coral. I mean, it all depends on your color tone. And lighter and fuller brows, because when we have the right makeup, it's going to brighten our face. So there you have it. 7 style mistakes that can be aging us, but simple tweaks that we can just incorporate into our lives. Because style over 50 isn't about hiding. It's about highlighting. And if you've fallen into one of these style ruts, there's no shame, there's no worry. We all have. But a few thoughtful updates can breathe new life into your look. And it can also remind you just how fabulous you really are. Okay, ladies, tell me in the comments which of these style swaps are you excited to try. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and visit styleatacertainage.com for more outfit formulas, trend edits, and timeless pieces curated just for you. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.